Hey there, it's Sam. Alex has joined us for this racket review of the Head Extreme MP and Pro for 2024. Alex, really enjoyable playtest. First off, I just wanted to touch on, they went back to that brighter shade of yellow-green, maybe for you, but
it's great.
Brighter shade of highlighter. Really nice change for me. The last version was a little more subtle with the colors. I like the return to that extreme, more bright paint job. Really nice looking frames. The ones we're talking about today are the MP and the Pro. Quick name change to sort of talk about. Now the Extreme Pro is actually the successor to the Extreme Tour. So it sports the same beam, same weight, 98 square inch head, 16 by 19 pattern. So if you're looking for the updated Extreme Tour, you're gonna find it in the Extreme Pro. Alex, first thoughts on the new Extremes from Head?
I think compared to last year, I noticed it's a little more rewarding for big shots and going for a lot of things. I think that it might be a little bit harder to use, but hitting the sweet spot and really going for the ball is very rewarding. These were very good for spin, even with the lighter weight, maybe a lighter swing weight, doesn't have as much momentum behind the ball, but the spin was incredible. I don't know if they widened the pattern on the mains and crosses, but the spin was very noticeable.
I can speak to that too. I hit the ball a little bit flatter, and the Pro is a little bit more comfortable to me. I think I got in my own head about trying to hit maybe more spin than I normally would with these rackets, and I think I found more success when I just sort of gripped it and ripped it and didn't really get too into the, trying to overspin everything. I think between the two, I align more with the Pro model. 10.8 is a spec I'm thoroughly comfortable with, and as I do hit the ball a little bit flatter, I feel like I'm not as obsessed trying to create different kinds of shots with the Pro. It more fits my game, I guess, is what I would say.
Yeah, I think that between the MP and the Pro, I kind of gravitated towards the MP a little bit more, mainly just to really embrace the spin that the Extreme offers. Like you said, you were trying to fight it a little bit, but once you kind of settle down and just let the racket do what it's meant to do, it plays really well. So I like the MP a little bit better.
For sure. I think as far as the MP goes, the spin that you can get from this racket with a moderate to faster swing speed is gonna be the most spin of any head racket.
Yeah,
I think it's
for sure
incredibly spin friendly. You're gonna get a lot of net clearance. Those out there, even with just a medium or a slower swing speed, the lighter MP is still maneuverable enough, and you're gonna find you're getting a lot of rotation added to your shots, provided that you can generate that low to high topspin swing. An area that I really appreciated the Pro model, and I think it carried over from the previous year, is on the serve. It just feels very precise. That 98 square inch head, I think with the larger SPIN Grommets at the 12 o'clock position, really worked well on the kick serve. Again, a little bit more dense, I think, in the main strings with the Pro because of the smaller head, but I think all quarters will be surprised at how effective they can be from all areas of the court with that Extreme Pro. With the Head Extreme MP, again, we have that 10.6 ounce unstrung weight, 16 by 19 string pattern, 100 square inch head, slightly headlight balance, and a very forgiving swing weight. With the Head Extreme Pro, we've got a 16 by 19 string pattern on that smaller 98 square inch head. The variable beam design on this one is thinner, so 21 by 23 by 21 millimeters, and this one has that 16 by 19 string pattern as well. Alex, we've talked about hitting the extremes from the back of the court. Can you talk about attacking and getting into the net, trying to finish off points? Is that something that you were successful with the extremes?
Yeah, I think so. Compared to most rackets, I'm usually not a big net guy, but I think with this one, it seemed pretty easy, especially going for approach shots. It was really easy to spin the ball. Even if you're hitting from the service line, it's easy to drop it in the court. And then finishing off the point was super nice. This racket has a really good punch in the net on volleys.
I think one of the things, just technically to highlight, the beam on the extremes has a little bit of a thicker shaft just above the grip. So if you kind of look, it feels like it's a lot more stable, especially up at the net. Again, rackets that are a little bit lighter tend to not be as stable up at the net, but even at 10.6 ounces, the Extreme MP and then the 10.8 ounce Extreme Pro, very stable up at the net.
Definitely, yeah. I think noticeably, just the whole time we were playing, I was just really impressed by myself with how well I was serving with these rackets. It seemed like the ball just kind of dipped in super hard and super easily on kick serve, so it was pretty hard to miss when you were kicking the ball on your serve.
Yeah, you were getting a really good angle out wide on the ad court. When we were hitting, I felt like I was getting pulled off the court pretty easily. I think all in all, there's not a massive change from the previous versions. Maybe on the Pro model, the swing weight is up just a little bit, so maybe a little bit more stable. But if you're looking for a spin-friendly racket from Head, the Extremes are a really good option. And again, they've got that MP and Pro model that's a little bit heavier, maybe catered more to all-court players. You can check them out at tennisexpress.com. And to find your ideal racket, don't forget our demo program.